What's going on, everybody? It's RF Mike, and you have seen quite a few videos I've made about the LG V30, and now it is time to get into the Daydream abilities. Now, this is LG's very first Daydream-ready phone out of the box, and that is because LG made the switch to doing their OLED displays inside this instead of LCDs. LCD displays cannot handle Daydream. Any phone that is a Daydream ready phone is generally an AMOLED display, or now we have a OLED display. Same as the Pixel XL2, or Pixel 2 XL, I should say, is also Daydream ready. And that screen inside the XL2 is exactly what we have here inside LG's V30. So, I do happen to have a Google Daydream. Now, this is the original Daydream. This is the one that came out at $79 or maybe $75, $74, somewhere in the 70s range. I think it originally may have started at 100 and dropped, and or it started around 80 bucks and dropped a little bit. But the new model that is coming out, if you picked up your LG V30 from either AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, or US Cellular, you will get offered a Daydream by Google version 2, or Daydream 2, I should say. Or they just call, I think on the Google store, they just call it the new Daydream. And the way that you'll know the difference is a new color and materials. They added on a third strap. There is a new vent to allow heat to dissipate, so that way your phone does not get too hot. You will still get the controller that comes with it. The controller is a Type-C as well. Everything is going the route of Type-C. And the optics have been changed as well in that. So the Google Daydream unit that is coming out is retailing for $99, definitely more than what the current one does. And the reason is for all the new stuff they added on, including better optics, better lenses inside for capturing and being able to view more stuff on your Daydream. So I'm going to set mine up. Before I do that, though, a couple things to remember when doing VR. If you're going to do it at home and other people are doing stuff around the house, be considerate and put in some earbuds. I prefer, say, don't go wired earbuds, because you are going to be swinging around or using the remote to help guide you on stuff, and you don't want to catch a cable. It is best to go wireless and do some wireless corded earbuds. I wouldn't say go true wireless, just because most of the true wireless earbuds that are out there, besides Apple's, have some low latency issues. And when you're watching video content using a true wireless earbud with no cables, they generally are behind a little bit, and you kind of don't want to miss that stuff when you're in VR and you're trying to rely on sights and sounds and everything else around you is gone. So I'd say definitely go wireless. For me, you can see here I have my Jaybird X2s that I use with Comply foam, memory foam tips, so that is my choice. But yeah, I'm going to go on ahead and get this set up and show you how everything works. So first off, what you'll want to do, make sure your controller is charged. And being that this controller I have paired to my wife's phone in the past, I've not used it on this. I'm going to go ahead and get this all set up. Alright, so from your home screen, what you'll want to do is, if you don't have your NFC up here in the top in your pull down, you'll want to go on ahead and add that to as a quick toggle. So turn on NFC. Now, I do not have Daydream installed on the phone itself, the Daydream application. There is a 360-degree video application already built in that LG is doing now, but all you need to do is, there's an NFC chip that is embedded inside the Daydream head units. You should just need to set it in. You see it's going to connect up. We're going to say installs required. Yes, we're going to follow that. And it takes you right to the Daydream application. So the app is downloading, installing quite quickly, as you can see. It's ready to go. We'll hit open. And now we're going to go off to the VR world. Okay, so once you sign in, a few things that have popped up that I've not seen before. This is new. Before using Daydream, you should be at least 13 years or older because you don't want to mess up your eyes. Make sure you have reviewed a healthy and safety information available in the Daydream Help Center. Like it says here, grasp the 2 rings along the headset strap and slide them in or out on the strap. Adjust the strap position up or down. The headset should sit flush against your cheeks. The unit should not be too tight against your forehead. While using Daydream, always be aware of your surroundings. Daydream is meant to be used while seated or standing. Please don't walk around. And like they're showing here, please remember to take breaks, or it says remember to take breaks. Your phone will get warm in VR, which is normal. After extended use, take the phone out and let it cool down. Take a break if you feel uncomfortable at any point, and stop use immediately if you experience nausea, eye strain, or disorientation. Get the most out of your Daydream. Stay up to date with the latest features, apps, and offers. You can change these preferences anytime from the Daydream settings. So yes, I do want to get email, so we're going to check mark that. That is set, and then we're going to hit next. Alright, so when you are inside VR, you do need to use a PIN for when you want to purchase anything that costs money. So I'm going to create that account PIN, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I have my account PIN done, and now it's telling me an install is required for the Daydream keyboard, so let's do that. Alright, so that's installing right now, and what I generally do, I've done this on other phones just using Google Cardboard. You'll want to put all these applications maybe in a folder. Some of them you might just want to hide. That is entirely your call. That way you don't have tons of Daydream stuff just littering your app drawer. Alright, so now that app is done, update Google VR settings. Daydream won't run unless you make changes to the VR settings. Alright, so now we are connecting the controller. I want you to push and hold the home button until the controller's up and running, which it is. There is an LED light on here. I'm going to give this a shot one more time. Alright, so when you are pairing the controller, make sure you keep it right next to the phone. If you pull it more than a foot away, it is going to lose connection for a minute, and it is trying to search for it. I believe it goes through a Bluetooth. On this controller, by the way, if you've not seen any of the Daydream videos in the past, this is your touch point area. It actually acts as a main click button. You have your home button, and then either a back button or a selection type of button. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've used this. Alright, so you can hear the Daydream running here in the background, the application. This is your touchpad, app button, and home button, and then you also do have your volume up and down controls. Okay, so I've finished the walkthrough tutorial of how to use Google Daydream. It is a new tutorial update and some new things inside the application. Obviously, I can't show you that on here, but that is about it for this video. When the new Daydream comes out, I will do another video of this with the new one, just to see if there are any differences in the hardware. But besides that, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. If you can find a old school Daydream, pick one up, just give it a try for now. You're getting the new one for free anyway. Make sure you guys fill out that promotion information and get it sent in. This is RF Mike. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, share. One other last quick snippet about when you pull your phone out of the Daydream app, it is going to be hot for a good, it's going to feel warm, like pretty warm, pretty toasty in your hand, so definitely let it cool down. But when you pull it out and you haven't exited the Daydream app, it's going to pop up looking like this, so that way you can look at it if you start feeling any nauseous issueness while you are inside the VR. Automatically stop, pull it out, and you can look at the applications this way. And as you can see, use your gyro sensor, so when you're looking at things that you want to see. And this is how you'll uninstall apps too, is either from within this application, or if you're doing it from within your settings and under applications that way. That's how you'll take things off. So that'll be it for this video. Like I said before, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell icon, and I will see you all in the next video. Again.